In this lesson, we'll cover tags and text. So we have our view created, basically a structural column view with some floors and some other elements. Now we want to place tags for our columns. So to do this, let's go to the Annotate tab. On the Annotate tab, click Tag by Category. Now zoom in to your columns on the second floor. If you mouse over one of the columns, you'll see a tag appear for the column. If a tag for a column is not loaded in Revit, Revit will tell you when you click the column that the tag is not loaded. It'll ask you to load one at that point. Since the tag is loaded, simply click the column and the tag is placed. Move to another column and then move to the right or the left of the column and the tag is placed for that column. To deselect, simply select Modify. Click in the background to deselect anything if it's still selected. To view the information of a tag, simply click on the tag once. Over on the left, you'll see this is a structural tag. The tag being used is the structural column tag. You can change it if other tags are loaded. You can also change the actual orientation of the tag, vertical or horizontal, if there is or is not a leader, and how it's attached. Click in the background to deselect. Now, let's say we want to add text with a leader. Go to the Annotate tab again. This time in the text area, click Text. The first thing I need to do on the right is format my text. I'm going to use 2 segments. I'm also going to justify middle left and middle right, depending on how I place the text. And then I'm going to use align left. Over on the left in the property area, I can choose the different font size that I want to use. In this example, I'm going to use 3/32 Arial. Now, to place this text with arrows, the first point you pick is where your arrow will be placed. So I'm going to simply select a column, drag a little bit, click to make a segment, drag a little more, click to make another segment, and then simply type whatever I want to type within this text field. Hitting the Enter key advances to the line below. To get out of the text command to end, click Modify in the upper left. One thing to note with views when you're actually keying in text, this view is cropped, but for every crop box for a view for the model elements, there's a crop box for annotation. To see this, let's turn on the crop box. On the view bar on the bottom, click Show Crop Region. Hover your mouse over the solid crop box. You actually see a dashed line on the outside. This is the annotation crop region. If any of your text or annotation goes outside of that dashed line, that entire string of text will be cropped or not visible. So if you need to enlarge it, one way is to simply select the actual crop box, then drag the drag handle on the annotation crop to be something larger or smaller so the text is not cropped off. To deselect, click in the background, and then turn off the crop box or hide it using the tool on the view bar on the bottom. The size of the text in the arrows, even though set based on the font that we used, is also controlled by the view scale. So as you change the scale, making it larger or smaller for the view, this text and the arrows will size appropriately when placed on a sheet. So as a review, in this lesson, we looked at tags and text. In the section view example, we used tag by category to tag columns. If the column tag was loaded, it allowed us to place the tag. If not, Revit would prompt you to load the tag. After we placed the tag, we simply selected one of the tags to view its information in the property area. Next, we started the text command. We set the number of segments for our text. We also set how we wanted to format the text and justify the text within a line. Lastly, we chose the font for the text and the size of the font, and then we placed the text.